Thanks, Glenn. That time of the week, Dr. David Soria here to answer your medical question. He is the Chief of Emergency Medicine at Wellington Regional Medical Center. And here's what we have today. Hopefully people watching right now, maybe they're scoot back from their TV, because the question is, sitting too close to your TV, will that actually hurt your eyes?
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting beginning to this myth, if you will. Back in the 60s, when GE was making TVs, there was actually a factory error where the TVs were emitting a very mild form of X-ray radiation. So the health officials at that time gave an appropriate recommendation. If you're sitting too close to the TV, stay away or move back. Or if you're staying in front of the TV for prolonged periods of time, don't. Well, GE promptly fixed that issue, and it hasn't been a problem for 50 years. But the myth and that recommendation for mothers and parents all over the world still lingers. So although it won't cause permanent eye damage, it actually can cause eye strain. Just like if you're standing or sitting in front of a computer screen, rather, for hours at a time, you can get the blurred vision, headaches, light sensitivity, burning, watery eyes. So it actually can cause some symptoms and then ultimately lead to some chronic conditions as well. So if you develop those type of symptoms after being in front of the TV or the computer screen, take a step away, walk around, focus on something in the distance, and typically those symptoms will resolve.
Step away from the TV.
Step away.
Because I tell my son that. Like, you're sitting too close.
That's
Scoot
right.
back. All right. Well, speaking of the eyes, cataracts. They usually develop. What age, though? That's what we want to know. And what are the first signs? Yeah,
well, cataracts are very, very common. It's a clouding of a normally clear or transparent lens. Typically is caused by aging and slowly progresses over time, but can be caused by trauma or even certain diseases like diabetes. It can start in your 40s and 50s, and then by the time we are 80 years old, greater than 50% of the American population has some form of cataracts. Wow. Symptoms that you're going to get are cloudy vision, blurred vision. You can get double vision, light sensitivity, color distraction. When you're looking at colors, it looks faded. And then also frequent prescription changes in your glasses. So if you develop those, something you definitely need to look into. The treatment, there are some glasses out there that can help improve your vision if you have mild form, but for the most part, if you have it, definitive treatment is surgery. So don't hesitate if you develop any of these symptoms to go and get a complete eye exam.
And quickly, does family history have a lot to do with cataracts?
You know, there is some. It hasn't really been linked to it, but certainly family history is always a concern if you have it. But again, it's so common that greater than 50%, it happens just almost in everybody across the board. So
maybe you have a question for the doctor. You can go to our website, WPTV.com. Just click on the health link, scroll down on the right-hand side. You'll see a form to write your question. Always thanks for coming in, Doc.